So I am the stepmother in this situation, and the bio mom, Denver, she tends to call a lot to talk to her child when her child is with us. And it's okay. I mean, call and talk to your child, but sometimes you have to set boundaries because sometimes the calling can be too much.
Okay. So, bio mom, what's the reason for the frequent calls? Like, do you feel like they're too much?
No, I don't think you can ever talk to your child too much. But the reason is because I haven't talked to her. And I'm going from being used to seeing her and talking to her when I want to now when she's with them, I don't get to speak to her as much. And it's not like she has her own phone.
Okay, so being that I'm solution based, and one thing I know is that we're on a negotiating table right here because we have to find a happy medium for all households, for both of your households. So stepmom, what's happening when she's calling? Like you said, the child doesn't have her own phone, so she's having to call you or her father's phone. So what are you guys doing? Are you denying her phone calls?
No, we're not denying her phone calls, but because we get the breaks, we're doing fun. We could be at the park, we could be swimming, we could be, she may have spent the night at a cousin's house. There's just a whole plethora of things that she could be doing when she calls. Now, what I take pride in is making sure that even if we do miss your call, that you hear from her, before the night is over or whatever. It may not be when you wanted to hear from her, but, even if it's just to say, hey, mom, I had a great day, good night, I make it a point to make sure that she can, call her back at some point.
Okay, bio mom, what do you think is an appropriate amount of time for a phone call to be returned?
Within 24 hours. No, within a couple of hours, and unless you're communicating with me that this is what you're doing.
Okay. So now you can be completely honest here. We're not judging. Have you ever been intrusive or overbearing when it comes to phone calls?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. So, why? Because there was probably nothing so pertinent that you needed to talk to your daughter about in that immediate moment. Why? What's the reason?
Kind of just not having your child there. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what then crossed his mind, or he might want to run. I need to know. I need to know where they at, what they're doing, and who she's with.
Okay. So stepmom, do you think that's intrusive by her needing to know where you at, what you're doing, who is she with? Does she give you a rundown when the child is with her of a list of where they are, what they're doing, and who she's with? Do you all get that?
So it is intrusive because no, we don't get the same thing. And
bio mom, why don't they get that, bio mom?
Because I don't talk to him.
Okay, you mostly communicate with stepmom, but the other household is not made privy to what your households do. And for families that are looking at this right now, this is such a common issue. We have to find what is our middle point. Like she said, she can agree to a couple of hours, but I would say this: communicate. Communication is key. If you notice that you call your child, they're unavailable, this is not the time to start blowing them up, sending text message, threatening. This isn't the time to do that. Simply back away and be calm. So, bio mom, you're getting a better handle on this, obviously. This is something that's happening. So what do you do to keep yourself occupied in those 5 minutes to 4 hours where you're waiting to hear back from your daughter?
I call my mom.
Okay, boom. She has a support system. She has someone she can call to maybe vent her frustrations to, somebody positive. Because you will have some friends that will say, oh, honey, go get your child. Oh, you don't know what they're doing. You will have some people like that. I firmly suggest to all of my clients that you eliminate that. You don't have people in your life that don't want to see you blend and grow your family, because they're not child-centered people. We all have to learn to be child-centered people. Stepmom, what's an appropriate time for you to respond to bio mom? Like, let's just say the child is at a cousin's house because you guys are in different cities. So she has to see all of her dad's side of the family. Let's just say she spends the night with a cousin. Do you respond to bio mom and say, hey, she's away, but she is with this person. This is the adult you can call. How does that go?
At first, no, because you don't think about that. You're just like, oh, the kid's not here, so we don't answer the phone, and as it happened more, I would tell him, like, you need to text her back. You need to tell her, either answer the phone and tell her, you know, that she's not here, or that she'll call her back. But you need to communicate. And it was not, I mean, it was trial and error, because it wasn't, I didn't come to that at first. It was just like, well, she's not here, so there's no need to answer, you know. And then if she more than once, I'm like, answer.
One thing I'll say is, not answering the phone is interpreted as ignoring, and you ignoring somebody, that's a sign of disrespect. That is not the right thing to do. You say, oh, okay, the child's not here. We're moving fast. Life is happening on your end. You're like, she'll call him when she gets back. But that's not okay. As we want to always form these relationships so that they're built on boundaries and respect. So send a simple text back saying, hey, she's with her cousin right now. A simple message will put mom's mind at ease, and she won't have to do more. She won't have to escalate the situation. So let's do this. Stepmom, agree to respond. And if the man in the middle is not as good as communicating as you are, you're the one that's going to respond to Biomom. Biomom, you're going to exercise more patience and less control. And remember this, for all the women out there listening, especially the Biomoms, if you're blessed enough to have a father, if your child is blessed enough to have a father in their life that loves them, know that this child is their number one priority. And aside from you, mom, dad is the person that loves this child the same, if not more than you. He has the child's best interests at heart. So they're going to be okay. You can relinquish your control and allow dad to be dad, because no one's role is more important than the other. I'm Family Life Coach Naja Hall, and you've just seen a snippet from our session. We're going to get back and start digging into the nitty gritty. Thank you so much, ladies, for letting me share this.
We're blended in black. We're blended in black. Yeah.